AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Immigration protesters have gathered in Los Angeles again despite President Trump's extraordinary deployment of the National Guard. Lisa Dwyer has the latest.
California's Attorney General Rob Bonta says that they are taking legal action against the Trump administration for unlawfully federalizing the California National Guard.
With this order, Trump and Hegseth ignored law enforcement's expertise and guidance and trampled over our state's, California's, sovereignty.
California seeks to ask for a restraining order to halt the deployment. Bonta calls the actions unlawful and unnecessary.
Since Trump announced his plan to deploy troops, the situation on the ground has escalated quickly, with unrest growing overnight, causing highways to close and putting people in danger.
President Donald Trump says,
the people that are causing the problem are professional agitators, they're insurrectionists, they're bad people, they should be in jail.
I'm Lisa Dwyer.
President Trump's new travel ban's now in effect. It applies to citizens of Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, with heightened restrictions on people from 7 other countries, including Cuba and Venezuela. An aid boat headed for Gaza with Greta Thunberg and other activists aboard has arrived at an Israeli port after Israeli forces stopped and detained them. The activists were protesting Israel's military offensive and restrictions on aid into Gaza. They're expected to be deported. Scientists at the National Institutes of Health have published a declaration criticizing the Trump administration's cuts to public health research. The director says they have fundamental misconceptions about policy directions. A relatively quiet day of trading on Wall Street with more trade talks between the U.S. and China taking place in London. The S&P rose 0.1%. The Dow was virtually unchanged. The Nasdaq rose 0.3%. This is AP News.
We must embed ocean priorities across climate, food systems, and sustainable finance.
Secretary General Antonio Guterres opening the UN Ocean Conference in Nice, France.
Because without a healthy ocean, there can be no healthy planet.
Charles Deledesma has more.
One watchdog group has found that less than 3% of oceans are effectively protected. That's well below targets. A major focus of the Paris summit is to push to ratify the High Seas Treaty, which would enable conservation in international waters. The host of the conference, France, claims progress, but has been criticised for weak enforcement in many protected areas. The conference will also address climate funding, plastic pollution and deep sea mining, with outcomes to be presented at the United Nations in New York this July. I'm Charles Deledesma.
And I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thanks for listening.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Good morning. It's a brand new day in the Marianas. Coffee's hot and we're full of promise. So say it on the teeny and feel the glow. We've got the stories you wanna know.
Good morning, Marianas! Hey, baby, it is Tuesday. And we are enjoying it already. It is a beautiful day outside today. If you haven't looked out there yet, open up your window, clear all that smoke away, and go and take a look. It is gorgeous outside today. Another beautiful day. Is it picture perfect? I think so. I mean, look behind me. It looks amazing. And that's what our life is like every day. When I was in New York, I was trying to explain it to people. I'm like, it's summer every day. It's a beautiful day every day. Even if it's raining, it's still an awesome day here in the Marianas. So I'm telling you, when I was in New York and it was cold and rainy and the skies were gray and gloomy, I was having video calls back to the fam here. And my daughter's like, "Wow, it looks so awful." I'm like, yes, it is. Here, compared to here, this is where she grew up. This is what she knows. Anything else is not nearly as good. This is the place to be, folks. We are lucky to be here every day that we are here. Don't you forget it. This is the place you want to be. Anyways, 83 degrees outside here in Saipan, and humidity's at 79% and falling. That's a good thing. Looking at isolated showers throughout today, partly sunny skies, high near 87, and whoa, even a nice light wind, not even too bad, 7 to 9 miles per hour. I wonder how they get this specific, because at night it's going to drop down to 75, but the wind's going to drop down to 6 to 8 miles per hour. What happened? What atmospheric phenomenon took place where they saw that and they're like, yeah, that's right, 1 mile per hour difference. Oh my God, geez. Why are you giving me all these questions, Facebook? I want to read you guys something here a little bit, but I'm going to do it just after traffic. Why? Because traffic's important too. You guys are out there driving, making your way downtown. What are the rest of the lyrics? I don't know. I wasn't in White Girls. Hey, anyway, but it is a beautiful day outside, and it's not a bad day for traffic either. If you take a look at it, what we've got for you. Because it's 7:51 now in the morning, and people are moving around. Now, you're all caught up with your news and your sports coming up, because they didn't really talk about sports too much on AP. But we will get y'all caught up with what's going on for traffic. And right now, it is green, green, green. Unless you're trying to get past the old IT&E and make your way over to Chalmon Guerrero. Everything else, though, is pretty chill. I mean, the road's not done, right? Clearly, the road is not done, but at least it's getting to a point where everybody can at least drive on it, right? So that's not so bad. Traffic all around Saipan is actually looking pretty good. The only real snag that we've got is over here where Middle Road meets Chalmon Guerrero. And if you're experiencing that, hey, just chill, just relax. It's not too bad. Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that? I know. Oh, man, the hot spot is over there by Paradise Dental Spa right now. It must be all those people going to change their dental provider. Take a look at that. Everybody wants to go over there, and they want to be your dentist anyway, so go check them out. Get out of traffic. Stop waiting in line and go and get yourself a good smile over there at Paradise Dental Spa. Really, that's the home of the Island Smiles Discount Dental Plan, and you go down there and you'll find out right away why everybody is making their way over there and trying to change their dental provider. You know, how often does that happen? How often are you like, man, I don't want to be at my current dentist anymore. We're going to break up. I know it doesn't happen a whole lot, but the good news is if you do and you go over to Paradise Dental, you're not going to regret that at all. You're going to love it. All you got to do is go down there and meet them. Your first step is going and walking in the door. It's the best waiting room area. I'm telling you, their lobby, there's not a better spot to relax and wait before your dental appointment than when you're over there Paradise Dental. And you know what? They have us on the screen too. You can even watch us. During the season, you're able to watch football, you name it. They've got it going on, and we love it. I want to say good morning to all you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. It is great to see you guys. I see you over there in the comments all over the place. I'm seeing you and like literally all over the place right now. And want to say, hey, Piling Gazetmo, this guy is on a tear. I don't know what he's drinking in the morning, but he's feeling hot and sexy every morning. This is the comment we're getting from him. And he's not talking about us. He's talking about how he's feeling. He says, release those taxes so everyone can look hot and sexy too. I love it. Piling Gazetmo from Guam. Great to see you. Luta Marianas, good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Juan Hookug. Good morning, and thanks for joining us. Loy Atalig, buenas lesur, Saipel. I love it. Great to see you in here as well. DPL is in the house. That's right. Let's give a high five to the folks over there at Public Lands. Great to see you guys. Sil Smith, buenas. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And Peeling says, good morning, beautiful people of the CNMI. I am feeling overheating, hot and sexy today again. Cool me down with some love. My gosh, that is great. Holy cow, Kim Stencil over there in the 716. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. You know, folks home in my hometown of the Western New York area don't really know what I do. And they were surprised. I'm like, I got this morning show every day and we do the news and all that stuff. But really, they're just totally blown away. Like, you have a morning show? I'm like, yeah, I have a morning show. It's pretty cool. It's cool. At least I think so. And maybe you guys think so too. Dennis Matsumoto, my man, my brother. VFW in the house. By the way, we got VFW meetings. It's going to be later this month. Normally, it's the second Thursday of the month. But this month is going to be different because of the Department of Pacific Areas Convention that's taking place this week. So our meeting's going to be pushed till a couple of weeks away from now. Hey, speaking of veterans, real quick to jump in, I got honored recently by getting pulled in to help out with some folks with humanities. They're doing a bunch of interviews for veterans who have gone some places and done some stuff. And they have been reaching out to find Vietnam veterans who have done that as well. It's not going to be that interview like that you hate to hear. Like when you were a kid, you asked people, and then when you were coming back from a place, you didn't want to have that question. Like, "Ooh, did you shoot anybody?" No, it's not that kind of interview. That they pulled me in. They said, "Hey, can you help us out with this?" And so the answer is yes. I'd be honored to do this. So I'm working with the Humanities Council, and we're going to be doing interviews for veterans, and I'm looking right now for Vietnam veterans who want to be interviewed. It's basically going to be a little bit of time that we're going to spend together. We're going to do an interview, and it's going to be part of a series that they've got. And it's going to talk about like the themes in the Marianas and growing up here and how island life kind of prepared you for whatever you ended up doing and wherever you went and whatever you ended up doing, and how the military experiences shaped your life. So if you've got a Vietnam vet in your life, we want to interview them. Specifically, we're going to reach out to some other folks, not just Vietnam vets, but the Vietnam vets are the ones who are with us now. And, we're losing all of our World War II vets. And if we had Korean vets here, we'll take them as well. But we're losing them pretty quickly, too. In fact, when I was in New York, I met a couple of Korean war vets in Buffalo. They were at the mall selling their Buddy Poppies leading up to Memorial Day. And, these guys are in their 90s, right? So we're looking for our vets, and we want to interview them while we can. And these are things that are going to be, we're going to hang on to. This is going to be a little piece of history for us. And I'm honored to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks to the Humanities National Council, or the NMI Humanities Council for bringing me in for that. I'm beyond thankful to be a part of that. So you guys message me if you've got a Vietnam vet in your life that you'd like me to interview. I've only got 12 of them to do. I could do more, but for this project, we're only doing 12. But I can interview everybody. But the ones that we'll take, and maybe we'll end up doing like a compilation or something. But I've got 12, and I know there's some folks who are a little bit harder to get out. We can go to them. I know there's some folks who are a little bit harder to talk into doing something like that. we're happy to do that too. Just have a conversation with them and shoot the bull a little bit and talk about some of these things. Carmen says, Uncle Antonio, Tony Lim, Korean War vet. Hey, put me in contact with them. If you want to make that first reach out to them, I would love to do it. Please do. And I know I still got the traffic on the screen because I kind of got into that pretty quick. I'd love to do that. Carm, anyway, by the way, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Great to see you this morning. Tobot Castro, my man, great to see you. Thank you for helping us out and being just a part of our show, dude. I love you, man. You're the best. Interview Jim Wire. Oh my gosh. There's my mom in the comment section. Interview Jim Wire, my Uncle Jim. He's a Vietnam vet. That sounds great. We could do it. I could do it on the phone. I could do it with a video call too. That is outstanding. Thanks, Mom. I love that idea. By the way, how about give my mom some love in the comment section? Hey, Mom, I'm telling you, I know I told you guys, and I mentioned it here multiple times, but I'm telling you, even yesterday, people still asking how Dad's doing. People all over Saipan asking how he's doing. And you guys, if you're listening from here in Saipan, when I tell them, you guys see my dad's face light up. He loves it. He's like, you got to tell them thank you for me. I will. But it is really wonderful. Phone call we got yesterday from one of our friends, just reached out. And it's the first thing he said, hey, I just saw you drive back and how's your dad? That's awesome. Just awesome. It's wonderful to hear it. Who else we got in the comments over there? I know we got a lot of folks out there. Kim, thanks. It's great to be doing it. It's a lot of fun to do it. I really enjoy doing this, and it's so much fun. Mel Borja in the house. Great to see you this morning. Half a day. To JJ7. Great to see you as well, my man. Now, we got a lot of folks who are in the comments and all this other stuff, and they got so much to get to. And this one is going to be a little bit spicy from the beginning. Oh, Mom, thanks. That's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. I know that's all happier stuff, but I want to talk about some of the other stuff that's happening. Because it is a little heavier because we got folks here who are watching what's happening in the mainland, and we're seeing it. And then I know it's a big topic of conversation for the mainland. You're able to hear it from over there, and all the AP news updates, even when we do the Fox News updates and everything. Whenever we do the news updates, you're able to hear what's happening now in Los Angeles, California, with all those protests and everything. I know, Brad, it's too early to get that heavy this morning. I know. But I've got to talk about it because it's a big deal. I mean, that's the number one story that's happening in the mainland right now. And it's heavy. And I want to share a post from one of our friends who works with these guys, with the ICE guys. These guys are saying that, you look at the, what is it? Sorry, there's a message just popped up. People are talking about, there's the raids and all this stuff that's happening in the mainland. And, this is part of the conversation that we had yesterday about why I don't like the inflammatory language and all that stuff. I definitely understand people getting upset about how things are going because not everyone can be happy about how everything goes, right? And that's just it. You can't be happy with everything. And you can't agree with everything. And then it depends on what level you want to take it to. Do you want to start, oh, yeah, I understand it. I can't do anything about it. Or you could be like, this is BS. Let's go to war. On a scale of from 0 to that, you should probably be somewhere in between. And you got to understand, it's really just people all over the place dealing with all this stuff. So this is one of our friends who works for ICE. All right. He says, hi, friends. I usually stay pretty quiet on this thing for a number of reasons, but there's a lot going on lately with so much misinformation. I feel it necessary to clarify a few things with those who will listen. ICE does not conduct raids. Despite what the media tells you, they are not going door to door. That's never been a thing here. They are not Gestapo. They are not the enemy. When they go out, they always have a target. They know who they're looking for. Someone who is a known and documented threat. When they find these individuals, those present with them could be subject to interview
and possible arrest if they're found to be in the country illegally. That's all it is. Per the laws on the books, deference and discretion is always given to family and children, despite what some of you may want to believe. It's tricky, delicate, and an often dangerous job. They're normal human beings just trying to make sense of all of this, just like everyone else. So please have patience, seek the truth, and say a prayer for them if you feel inclined. They wouldn't be out doing this kind of work if it wasn't absolutely necessary. God bless. That is from one of our friends who's an ICE agent. And that is perspective that you guys are not hearing from regular folks, and definitely not from the media. I'm not blaming the media for anything. I'm not getting all up in there. But like we talked about, like how there is a slant to everything. People report it the way they want to. And there are guidelines for professional journalism. And some of that stuff's not professional journalism. Some of it is just trying to get people all fired up. And that's the truth. Then you listen to some of the ways that people are explaining it, the words that people use and all that. Is it great? No, it sucks to see your country going through this kind of turmoil, right? It's not the first time. The older among us, not me, will remember all that turmoil that was going on in the 60s and in the 70s. And then like the stuff that I remember when I was in school was the riots that were happening in LA. Hashtag rooftop Koreans. You guys, if you don't know what rooftop Koreans are, you need to Google that. They're some of the heroes of Los Angeles during the riots in the 90s. Oh my God, that was wild. Anyway, but that stuff right there is really interesting. And by the way, here are some of the shots. So actually, that's not the best one. Sorry, that was not the right one. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. But this is it. These are just a few of the images from Los Angeles. This is from the Associated Press, these three photos. Like, again, that is not a fun place to be. You know, when you see law enforcement vehicles set on fire and pelted and destroyed and spray painted, I don't know, man. It's awful, right? I mean, something needed to be done with that situation. I understand people are upset, but when it gets to that point, there's a problem. And someone needs to go and put that fire out, right? It's awful that that's what's happening right now. That's the only way you could say it. It is just an awful situation. But blaming the guys who are out there trying to enforce the laws, I don't think that's what you do. I always, and probably to a fault, like I defer, like I give license to the guys wearing the uniforms. You know, like I think that those are the guys that you got to cheer for. They're the ones out there trying to protect your community. Like, look at all those police vehicles on fire, right? I mean, that's just like, what would you do if that was happening here and it was people who weren't from Saipan? Like, holy crap. You know, what if it was all the people who overstayed or something? Like, you'd be upset and you'd want something done with it. I mean, let's just talk truth to that. I mean, that's what that is. It's awful. Yes. Is there a lot more to it? Yeah. Am I making it sound pretty simple? Yeah. But when it comes down to it, like as a regular person, just looking at that, you know, something's got to happen. And so something's happening now. And, you know, the thing is that the folks here, at least in Saipan, we're good folks. And we don't want to see awful stuff happen. It's difficult stuff to watch and to try to process. And then, you know, it's not happening in a vacuum, that it's all stuff that's happening all over the place. And there's all kinds of different things in there. And then it's a difficult thing to talk about because people don't want to talk about it. Like in that message right there, you know, here, like this sentence here, he said, I felt it necessary to clarify a few things with those who will listen. A lot of people don't want to listen. They'll listen so long as they can hear one or two words that you say that are going to get them fired up so they can get off onto the thing that's really bothering them. And it's good to listen to them. Give them a chance, because you let them blow off that steam, they might be more open and receptive to what you have to say.
It's a tough thing. I know people have got different political ideologies. People have different, thoughts about what's going on with immigration. What people think about the border. People think that there's no such thing as illegal immigration, people have different takes on it, and you can't expect everyone to have the same take as you. You can't, because if you do, you're going to be sadly disappointed. But with this one, it's good to see that, it's good to hear from somebody who actually wears that uniform and someone who has to deal with those kind of things, and someone who's part of that, to explain how it happens, and how they have it here. Like the folks who you would see that were in photos of people who were arrested here and taken into custody. I spoke with these officers, and they said the same thing. These aren't raids. They are not going in Saipan. They are not going from place to place. Well, let me see your papers. No, they are going through and saying, we've had our eye on this guy. Now it's time to get him. Now they're empowered to go and get those guys, and there's going to be a process for dealing with them. That's it. You got to know. You got to know these guys. They're not nameless. They're not faceless. They're not the enemy. They're the people who are out there charged with enforcing the laws of our nation. And here, they're doing it locally. That's it. I know the arguments. Oh, but now we're going to pay more for avocados. It's like, dude, come on. Okay, wait a minute. If you're okay with locking in a subclass of human beings in our country who can't appeal to somebody when they don't get paid by their farm because they're in the country illegally and they're getting paid lower wages than is federally allowed, and they have no source of recourse, you're saying that you'd rather pay less for an avocado or a strawberry or an orange or an apple, and then you're turning a blind eye to like an injustice right there for them. You're okaying somebody's status as one of the most vulnerable in our community. It's pretty sad. Hey, don't get me wrong. When our kids were younger, I liked having that cheap yaya here. No doubt about it. And, the guy who could fix the car cheap, all that stuff. But at least in the mainland with all that stuff that's going on right now, it's a lot bigger. It's bigger than what we've got here for sure. And I got to tell you, it's disturbing to me to see those folks out there setting cars on fire and waving the foreign flag on U.S. territory. That should be disturbing to folks. I mean, it's disturbing to me. I mean, you take it how you will. Ripping families. Oh, man, I know. It sounds awful. It sounds absolutely terrible. I totally agree. Also avoidable. I appreciate people. I think immigrants make the best Americans. They absolutely do, because they're coming here because they want to be here. They're not here because they're entitled. They feel that they can get whatever just because they're here. No. Immigrants who come to the United States they make the best Americans because they appreciate the opportunities that they have in our country. It's impressive. And if you don't know people who have immigrated to the United States, you got to get to know them. Now, that's not what people are protesting about, or that's not what this is all about. It's about the people who skipped in line and got in. I know. There's got to be something to be done. I know. There's got to be a nicer way to do it. I agree. I don't know what that is, but I know that there should be. But I know that what's going on, for people to have a violent protest about enforcing the laws of the country, oh man, I'm telling you, and it's not arbitrary. It's not right. It's not right. And no, I remember seeing a comment in one of the sections on a previous post about someone saying like, "Hey, I took the oath, and I get it. I could not go and open fire on our own civilians and stuff like that." Oh yeah, no shit. Of course not.
No, that's not what that's about. Like you see what they're using. That's non-lethal, or what they call less lethal firearms, right? Rubber bullets, or those soft, like they hit them with the bean bags. Oh, but it's not a peaceful bean bag. That is a bean bag that'll leave a mark, for sure. And they're using gas and all that. It just sucks. But there's a lot that needs to be done there, and there's no easy story, and there's no easy solution. Anyway, if you've got one, let us know. Let us know what you think. Of course, you can let us know in the comments, for sure, right? But you can call us on the phone, too. The number is 670-789-2323. 670-789-2323. Now, if you don't live here and you're far away and you want to call, please do. You can call us on WhatsApp. Just add us on WhatsApp, and we could do it. Let's see. Just checking you guys out. Peeling says, burning cars and throwing rocks is not the way to protest. It's not going to do any good acting in that manner. I agree with you, man. Juan says, Trump forgot the heavy Hispanic bias and history of California as a factor. Yeah. Well, I mean, like that's part of it, right? So you go back in the formative years of the United States, that used to be part of Mexico, right? And then the United States ended up getting into war with Mexico and kind of crushed Mexico. Could have taken over the entire country, really. And the global population, the world would not have been real happy with the U.S. if we had done that. So what they ended up doing, the U.S. Hold on, let me just do this because I don't know why it's here. Boom. There we go. Fixed it. So we ended up stopping at Mexico City, essentially, and then buying the rest of it for a great deal. I think the Gadsden purchase was like a real smoking deal. That was a long time ago. But anyway, and so like if you lost a whole lot of your country to a brand new country, you probably wouldn't be too happy about it. And over the time, more and more folks had come over the border and everything. And I tell you what, the amount of illegal immigration over the border is way more than you would think. When you think about the numbers, you think, oh, they catch some people here, they catch some people there. No, it's like hundreds of thousands every month. I mean, that sounds like impossible that it could be that many people, but it is. Okay, so anyway, back to the comments. Jim says, unfortunately, there's a large growing population of immigrants who feel entitled, due in large part to the misconception about what the American dream means. There is a mutant version of that dream. Eric, good to see you this morning, too. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Yeah, it is sad. The other thing is, like, they talked about, like, the freedom of speech and all that stuff. I'm totally get that, the freedom of speech is important. But if you are coming in from another country on a student visa or even a work visa, and you're engaging in protests that riles folks up against their country, the United States, I think I agree that they should have their visas revoked, and they should be out. It is a privilege to come here, and I say this not because I feel like I'm some privileged guy or something like that, but like if I got a visa to work in Japan, I would and to go to school in Japan, I feel pretty privileged to have that. I wouldn't be out there in the streets wearing a bandana and saying, this government's terrible. I disagree with these policies. And, oh my God, the people of Japan would not have brought me there to do that stuff, right? They were letting me come there to live and work and go to school, right? I'm thinking of it in terms of that, not as some like, yeah, you come to my country, this is how you got it. No, I'm just saying, if you're doing that in another country, you have to go and, give some love to those guys. You can't be one of the people throwing rocks at their police cars. You're going to get your ass thrown out of that country pretty fast. And you can't, but there's people here arguing that those guys they're in the right for being able to throw those rocks. And I don't understand. And by here, I don't mean like here, but I mean like in the mainland. I just don't understand that. It makes no sense to me at all. Louisa, good morning. I think we're getting into some of the meat of those conversations that I know you are a big fan of too. But yeah, again, like this letter, this is a guy who doesn't post a lot on social media. He's not that guy, but this is a guy who works for ICE. And I'm going to say it again. Like this is, let me read this one more time in case you're just tuning in, right? This is his post today. I don't have to say his name. It doesn't matter. But he's one of my friends, and he works for these guys. He says, "Hi, friends. I usually stay pretty quiet on this thing for a number of reasons, but there's a lot going on lately with so much misinformation. I feel it necessary to clarify a few things with those who are willing to listen. ICE does not conduct raids. Despite what the media tells you, they're not going door to door. That's never been a thing here. They are not the Gestapo. They are not the enemy. When they go out, they always have a target. They know who they're looking for. Someone who is a known and documented threat. When they find these individuals, those present with them could be subject to interview and possible arrest if they're found to be in the country illegally. That's all it is. Per the laws on the books, deference and discretion is always given to family and children, despite what some of you may want to believe. It's a tricky, delicate, and often dangerous job. They're normal human beings just trying to make sense of all of this, just like everyone else. So please have patience, seek the truth, and say a prayer for them if you feel inclined. They wouldn't be out doing this kind of work if it wasn't absolutely necessary. God bless." Again, that's one of those guys who's out there doing that stuff, posting that. It's got to tell you something. And I mean, it's telling to me. It says a lot, and I think that's helpful. I hope it's helpful to you too, for sure. Anyway, that is that's the way we started the day. We're not messing around, huh? We got heavy fast. We got heavy pretty fast. So Juan says, U.S. is an immigrant-based background, should automatically be more flexible with immigrants if you look at the big picture. Oh, man, I'm totally with you. We are a nation of immigrants, the United States. I totally am on board with that. I mean, my ancestor seems like so old, right? But my forefathers, if you will. I actually only have one father, but you know what I mean. But I come from immigrants from my mother's side and from my dad's side. You know, that's it. They make the best Americans. At least the people who come here, they have to work hard to get here, who left a bad situation. But they did it the right way. They got documented when they got here. That was it. That's what they're looking for. It's not a racist thing. My God, I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's such an easy argument. If you want to try to win, to gaslight somebody, to make them feel bad right off the bat by saying, well, it's because it's a racist, because it's only where they're coming from. Man, I'll tell you what, that's so short-sighted, because you, maybe, but I don't think it's based on race. I think it's more like your ethnicity, because ask the Italians when they first came to the mainland. Ask the Irish when they first came to the mainland. They were not welcomed with open arms. The Chinese didn't get a lot of love when they were working out there in the West with the trains, for sure, but all over the place. But like the Irish, and like, man, there's still names for Italians today, derogatory, pejoratives, based on the turn of the century immigration. You know, it's not great. Over there on YouTube, it says, with all this, I thank the law enforcement and military for their bravery and courage in protecting our communities. Thanks, Iggy. That's great stuff. And that's a point that, you know, the thing is, like, a lot of people aren't able to say that. A lot of people are saying similar things like that, but you're only getting it from one side. And that one side of that media, also, they're also too crazy. Like the people on the far right are too crazy for me too. Like there's a balance in there where you don't have to say,
be like one separation, one breath away from saying those filthy salmon. Like, I mean, that's some of those guys on the really far right. I feel like that's like the next sentence that's coming, right? But that's too crazy for me. The thing is, like, you can have it is nuanced, right? And you can be on the side of some of this stuff and not for all of it. Anyway, Peeling says illegals doing illegal business such as Chinese taxis should be deported. Yeah. Tell you what, I know, the interesting thing about that though, is that there's, when there's a demand, people find a way. Like for our $3 taxi services here, people find a way. Like if there's a real pressing need, when it costs you $20 to get from the airport to like Joe Dandan in a taxi, it's kind of too much, right? So people aren't wanting to pay that. So we don't have Uber here or Lyft. We pretty much have like Chinese or Korean taxi guy. That's our Uber or Lyft. And you got to be in the know to get those guys. I get it. Sorry, you got more. You've got more comments, Iggy, over there in the YouTube section. He said, again, go back to the first one. He says, with all this, I thank the law enforcement and military for their bravery and courage in protecting our communities. But we're also a nation of laws. As a proud son of an immigrant, it was a proud and emotional day for me seeing my parent take the oath of citizenship. Therefore, I believe in the process. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. I mean, and I've got so many friends who I've been lucky enough to see them take the oath of citizenship, right? And because they wanted that life. They worked hard for it. Yep, that's the right thing. Victoria, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. Great to see you as well. Man, we started a little heavy today. Not too bad. We start with the heavy stuff bright and early out here in Saipan. And I don't know what time it is where you guys are watching. It's 8:25 in the morning out here in Saipan, and it is a great day. I'll tell you what, we will take a quick break because we got some time. We do have the latest update from the Associated Press. We'll hear more from their perspective about what's going on in the mainland. And maybe for kicks, just for today, maybe what we'll do a little more of a story comparison. We started doing this yesterday, and I really appreciated it. The conversation. Shella was out there saying, hey, you got to check out Ground News. I like that. But so we could check that out today. But we'll talk about the same story, but from different outlets today. So first, let's get you the update from the Associated Press. All right, here we go.
I'm Ben Thomas. 3 U.S. officials tell AP the Pentagon's expected to formally deploy about 700 Marines to Los Angeles in the coming hours to help National Guard members respond to immigration protests. Ed Donahue has more.
They've really helped. President Trump says National Guard troops in Los Angeles have done a fantastic job. A lot of problems that we're having out there. The president was asked if ICE's Tom Homan should arrest Governor Gavin Newsom.
I would do it if I were Tom. I think it's great. Gavin likes the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing. He's done a terrible job.
Trump and Hegseth jumped from 0 to 60.
California Attorney General Rob Bonta says the state is suing the Trump administration.
Bypassing law enforcement expertise and evaluation, they threw caution to the wind and sidelined strategy in an unnecessary and inflammatory escalation.
Bonta says the National Guard deployment trampled California's sovereignty. He wants a restraining order. I'm Ed Donahue.
Julie Walker reports the president's new travel ban on citizens from 12 mainly African and Middle Eastern countries is now in effect.
It applies to citizens of Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. It also imposes restrictions on people from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. The ban does not revoke previously issued visas. Many immigration experts say by focusing on the visa application process, the new ban appears designed to beat court challenges that hampered the ban during Trump's first presidency. I'm Julie Walker.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has removed the CDC's entire vaccine advisory committee, saying the 17 members had too many conflicts of interest. He says he'll replace the scientists with his own picks. And Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone has died at 82. This is AP News. The U.S. and China holding trade talks in London. President Trump offered this.
I think we're doing very well. They're over there now. I'm only getting good reports. It's a little early, but we want to open up China. And if we don't open up China, maybe we won't do anything. But we want to open up China. It'll be a great thing for China, a great thing for the rest of the world.
And Seth Soutel has the AP Markets report.
Stocks drifted through a quiet day on Wall Street. The S&P 500 rose 0.1% Monday. The index is 2.3% below the record high it set in February. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was essentially unchanged. The Nasdaq Composite rose 0.3%. Warner Brothers Discovery gave up an early gain and closed 3% lower. The company said it's splitting in two to separate its studios from its cable network businesses. Treasury yields slipped in the bond market. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note fell to 4.48%. Seth Soutel, New York.
Thanks, Seth. And I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thank you for listening.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Good morning, Marianas, and welcome back back. It is 8:32 in the morning here on Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Where are you going for tacos today? You got to go over to Godfather's Bar. Godfather's Bar is the one that's bringing you all the noise and all the funk tonight. You get a great deal on tacos, a great deal on drinks, and hey, you might make some friends over there while you're at it, especially with Scotty D, Mr. Taco Tuesday himself. All right, so we've got a caller coming in. It sounds like it is Pedro Tudela Si Tandung in the house.
Yeah, my brother. Good morning, man.
Good morning. Hey, when you were calling just before, I was answering, but you can't hear the commercials. So I got to see if I can figure it out a way so that when you call, and I can't talk to you because you're on the Bluetooth, that you're able to see it. So sorry about that, partner. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, man, I just want to share to the public, we just finished our proclamation signing last Friday, and our agriculture fair is looking pretty smooth. The guys at forestry and the guys at DOE are working hard to make this big event a big event that our family and our community partners can enjoy. And, on the 28th is the agriculture fair at Fishing Base. And heads up, this is the lineup, though. We got Chinaman, our famous Chinaman, on the stage to perform.
Oh.
If you haven't seen Chinaman perform, community members, you gotta come to the Fishing Base, because I'm telling you, man, Chinaman will make you pee in your pants, man. We got other performance happening. We got some awesome raffle prizes that everybody would want to buy a ticket, because our prizes are wonderful. And when I say wonderful, these prizes, I'll tell you now, are more than $100.
Jeez.
And we're going to be selling tickets during that day. And, if you buy tickets, good luck to you all. I hope you guys win the awesome prizes. Not only the awesome prizes we're gonna have some vendors to feed our tummies.
Yeah.
It's cash. You don't need to change it. Line up. Change your money. Put that hassle aside. Just go straight to the vendor and buy what you want to eat with your own money. You don't need to line up a long line just to get tokens or whatnot. You feel me, Brad? We
Yes.
don't need that hassle. But yeah, man, I encourage, and I'm begging, and I'm pleasing, and I'm challenging the Commonwealth of Saipan, the island of Saipan, to come out and support our lanceros, our lanceras, and see what they have, even our ranchers. See what cattle, what pig, all those good animals out there that's going to be showcased. And hopefully that, your cattle is going to win. I'm telling you, I am begging and I'm appeasing and I'm asking the community, put away Saturday, just come on down to the agriculture and enjoy it. Next to the beach, feel the breeze. Come out and enjoy with us. Because without you, community members, our eye care wouldn't be possible. We need you guys to come out. Bring your family. And check it out. If you're worried about ADA accessible parking, guess what? We got a spot for you. A VIP spot where you can just get down, right onto the golf cart, and we'll bring you to the table where you can watch everything from there.
Wow.
You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about, I cannot go because, my grandma's in a wheelchair or my mom. Don't worry about that. Just show us your flag and we got you from there.
Man, that's great. Look at you guys looking out for the community. That's awesome. I don't know anybody who does quite like that. That's great.
And Brad, and even if you guys are worried about violence or you're worried about somebody might be there with something, community members, you don't need to worry about it. UPS are there on standby in one corner, not only on standby, Brad, How's about I'll tell you, even foot patrol. DPS will be walking around our agriculture fair and just to make sure that everybody's safe and sound. Even EMS will be there on standby. If you feel like you're hot and you want to check your blood pressure, go to EMS. They will be there so we can have our community safe. And Brad, I'm begging you, the community. Me, I, Mr. Pedro Joaquin Tejeda, also known as Tandung, is begging the community, and I'm challenging you guys to come out and support the agriculture fair. Please. It's going to be an awesome day with your family and friends. Registration is open. You got to just come up to the agriculture office here in Cagman. If you can't make it, you can give us a call at 670-256-3319-20. Once again, the number is 670-256-3319 or 20.
That is great.
That's our number. That's the agriculture fair that's happening.
Man,
that's what's going to happen.
The Ag Fair is one of the greatest things that we have going on here in Saipan. It's only too bad that it only happens once a year, but it gets everybody excited about it. It's fun for the adults. It's fun for the kids. There's food. There's entertainment. There's music going on, and there's animals and all kinds of plants and trees and all that stuff. And like you said, if with the tree theme for ags, if DPS sees you acting foolish, they're going to ask you to leave.
Yeah. And Brad, the good thing about this is some ranchers, Brad, will sell the winning product right on the spot. If the money talks good, you offer them a good amount, they will sell it to you.
Wow.
Even produce, bro. I'll tell you, people sell their produce after they win. Ooh. And you know what, Dad? Last year, I bought a star fruit that came in first place, and I grew it. And I'm waiting because I'm going to enter when that fruit starts to produce. I want to see if I will win first place.
Wow.
Yeah. Our defending champ for the cow last year was Joaquin Torres. I know he's coming out strong again this year to defend his title. But even though, Brad, you win some, you lose some. But it's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's just bringing the community together and uniting. We're all struggling, yeah? And if you come to the Ag Fair, this is like a stress relief, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you. Brad, being a logistic fairman for the agriculture fair, it's a hard job, man. But I do it because I love the community. Am I complaining? No, I'm not. But I'm telling the community that what we're doing is because of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have an Ag Fair. So I'm asking you guys, come on down on June 28th from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy the fun, music, entertainment, food. Go around, look at the animals that's showcasing. Go to the produce and check out what they have, and just bring your family over. Like again, there's games for kids. If your money is right, you can buy their cattle on the spot. But I'm doing a greasy pig contest from 6 years old all the way up to 10. You catch that pig, pin the pig down for 30 seconds, and guess what? You're the winner.
That's great. You know what? That would be a great program at True North. It would have a greasy pig program. Come on down tonight. I love that idea for kids. Plus, it's got to be fun to watch them. I saw you guys last year when we were there, and the piglets were already there inside that pen. So, like, people going by, they could check them out and everything, too. And what happens with those things afterwards?
You win the pig. You take it home.
Oh, if you catch the pig, you win it?
Yes.
Man.
Remember that greasy pig that you saw last year inside under the tent?
Yeah.
We got the kids from 6 years old up to 10. They got a pin. Only one kid will enter with greasy hands and gloves, and that pig is greasy. You got to pin that pig down in 30 seconds. And if you don't let go within the 30 seconds mark, that pig is yours.
Wow. That's great.
And I'm telling you, that pig that's going to be in the greasy pig is not a lazy bum. This pig can run. The pig can run. So, kiddos, tell your mom if they're listening. I know school's out already for some schools. Come on, mom and dad, let's go win that pig so we can have something to eat, you know.
That's right. A little bacon to go.
And, you know, community members, I know Brad will be happy enough, you know, to go to the actor and do a little clip of life to show Tinian and Rhoda, you know, what we have. We just finished Tinian's actor last month. This month is Saipan. And Brad, I think you will be there, right, Brad?
Oh, I'll be there.
Yes. And thank you, Brad, for always, showcasing or even telling people about what we do. You know, we love you, Brad. Keep up what you're doing, Brad. Don't give up. And bless you and your family, my brother. And yes, after the actor, we're talking about actor. This time we're talking about Viva Sitandung 2026.
Municipal Councilman.
Thank you, Brother Brad. Enjoy it. God bless you and your family. And keep up the good work, Brad. I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Thanks so much for doing great work. We're excited for it. Can't wait to be there. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right on, Brad. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Right on.
All right, that is Tandung, the man, the myth, the legend. He's talking about the ag fair that's going to be happening on this month, June 28th, over at the Garapan Fishing Base. You're going to be able to watch all of the activities and be a part of it. You're going to have great entertainment. They're going to have music going. They're going to have food. They're going to have drinks, the animals, the produce, the trees and the plants. I mean, you name it. They're going to have a little bit of everything. And then he just talked about the Greasy Pig contest. I love it. It sounds like a lot of fun. And definitely somewhere you'd want to be to have fun in Saipan. Enjoy what we got here in the CNMI. You can do it right there. It is great. I love that stuff, man. It's going to be great. I'm not sure if we'll be there for the whole day, but I know that we're definitely going to be there and enjoy the whole thing while we're there. By the way, there's other stuff that's happening in the Marianas right now. It's happening right now. It's happening down the street from us in Garapan right now, and it's a spot that we're going to be at later. We just aren't going to be down there now because we got a morning show to do, but we are going to get down there and get some interviews with the folks with the 32nd Pacific Islands Environmental Training Symposium, and it's over there at the Crown Plaza Resort. It's happening all week. The big kickoff was yesterday where they started it off, but today they're going to start off with a brand, it's starting from scratch. In fact, it started about 45 minutes ago where they had the opening ceremonies. They had some conversations. The governor was there. And there's the national anthem and the CNMI anthem. They had the Department of Public Safety out there doing that. They had the Marianas High School Color Guard was out there from the JRTC program. They had a big cultural welcoming as well from the Marianas Polksai Club. That must have been great to see. Invocation from Dean Rosicki Camacho. And then again, we had comments from the governor and from Floyd Mosca, who is the acting administrator for BECQ. The keynote speaker should be speaking pretty soon. That's Chiri Peterson from the EPA, United States Environmental Protection Agency Region 9, and Chiri is the Deputy Regional Administrator. After that, they're going to take a group photo, then they're going to break into some networking, and then the training stuff happens. I want to get down there to see my buddy Commander Travis Spaeth, he's going to be talking about PFAS, the PFAS stuff that was in the foam for the firefighting foam. He's been talking about mapping that and everything. He's an engineer with the U.S. Public Health Service. He's assigned to BECQ. Prior to that, he was with CUC. And he's one of our guys who knows a whole lot about all this stuff. And the cool thing is that his expertise with the water system is really helping him with BECQ because he's one of the guys who helped redesign where water flows and where water goes to all your different villages throughout Saipan. Like when it comes from somewhere, where does it go? There's no automatic thing. They change it based on what makes the most sense, what wells produce the most water, and how easy or difficult it is to get stuff there. Oh, yes. Okay, so, all right, so that was fun to talk about that. So we're going to go to there after that. Looking at the comments, that's something I want to talk about today because Luisa helped us out with this. Luisa Cabrera, by the way, if you don't know Luisa Cabrera, your life is not as rich as it could be because she is amazing. And she does so much for the kids in Saipan. When it comes to baseball, she does a lot for the adults for baseball. Who am I kidding? She's just great. I think she does the most for some guy named Chuck. But, outside of that, everybody else is lucky because we're able to see one of our real hometown heroes in action, and that is her. So what's happening today? Well, today, our Saipan Little League senior leaguers are going to be in the Asia Pacific Regional Championship. It's happening starting today. It's going all week. The championships are going to be on Sunday, followed by a nice barbecue, banquet, and everything like that. But here's what goes down today. American Samoa and Guam going down at 10 o'clock. Philippines and the CNMI going head-to-head at 1 p.m. today. It's going to be in Guam. I don't know if there's a live stream. If there is one, we will have it for you. We want to see it. Now, how about, is that the only game they're playing? No! They're going to play everybody. There's a little round robin. So tomorrow, at 10 a.m., CNMI is going to be playing American Samoa. And then Guam will be playing Philippines at 1 o'clock. On Thursday, CNMI versus Guam. It's going down 10 a.m. over there in Guam. And at 1 o'clock, it's going to be the Philippines and American Samoa. Friday is a total rest day. Nobody's playing any ball. If there's any rainouts that happen, they're going to do those makeups on Saturday. If not, they're going to take that as a nice rest day as well. And Sunday, they're going to have the consolation game at 10 and the championship game at 1 o'clock. Now, that's going to be it. Will the CNMI be in it? We're going to find out. Philippines, they play like real legit baseball. I saw it happen. You would think that maybe they wouldn't be Guam level, Palau level, CNMI level. No, there's a lot of amazing Philippine baseball players. I saw it in action when I was covering sports with the Tribune many moons ago. But those kids can ball, faux show. A lot of expats in there, a lot of like fancy stuff over there. And so that should be all good competitions for the CNMI starting today, 1 o'clock versus the Philippines in Guam. So if there is a feed for it, we will show it. Are the games being played at Paseo? Let me see. It's going to be at the Harmon Sports Complex baseball field. That's where it's going to be. Harmon Sports Complex. Not sure if they have... I don't have contact with anybody for Guam's baseball, but Luisa, maybe you can hook us up and get us a phone number of someone down there, and they will get us some info and see if we can't get that out there for you guys so you guys can watch it in action. I definitely want to cover it. No question about it. Juniors and the majors, they're also going to be in these tournaments as well, but that's not going to be until later this month, like the same time as the mini games. So that's going to be later. I've got the list of all the players right here. That's pretty cool. That's for the seniors, although I'm cranking my head because it's on an angle. We actually got the list of all the players who are out there. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick where I don't have to crank my neck. The message that we got from Ray Hummel yesterday. We got Joel J. Ngasa Cabrera is playing. Javen Vical Raushum Camacho is on this team. Hunter Jack Cabrera de la Cruz, Herman Clayton Cruz Iguel, Jequin Akoni Cabrera Lizama is on the team as well. Aiden Jose Igatol Magofnia, Caleb Michael Nichols, Damian Joseph Babalta Palacios, Roki Sablan Pangilinan. These are the guys who are on the senior all-star team playing in Guam today against the Philippines. Benigno James Philip Sablan, Nick Jesse Munoz Sablan, Jesus Jr., De La Cruz Santos, and our only lady on the team, Rosie Jean Lizama Saralu representing, and Maximus Ren Taitano. Those are your players representing the CNMI against the Philippines today for the Asia Pacific Regional Championships. Just the first, they're playing all week. They're not out. Don't worry. These kids aren't out there by themselves. They've got some coaches and managers. They've got Gregorio T. Camacho, Peter Raymond Camacho, and Manutia Susupu Charlie Wobble. They're all out there teaching these kids the best they can about baseball. See if they can't do great for us out there. No matter what happens, these kids are going to play their hearts out for the CNMI, and we're wishing them the best of luck. So good luck, boys and lady. Good luck today. I hope you guys kill it, and I hope no matter what, you guys just have a great time. What an honor it is to play for your islands, and you're going out there to represent us. Our hearts are with you guys. Good luck. Win or lose, we're with you. All right, let's see. What else we got going on? We still have more stuff going on. We hit those. Got to that. Ooh, man, this one's just like tempting, but like we got big news. I'm just not ready to give it to you yet. I do have big news. This is an NMI news service big news, not so much for this, but we're going to be making an announcement soon about something that we've been working on for months. I can't tell you how excited I am about this whole thing. We've been working on this for months, and it looks like it's coming to fruition. It's going to be in time for because we're covering the Liberation Parade. We're going to be out there doing our regular coverage like we do. We have for the past 2 years. We're going to do it again. Year number 3 is this year, July 4th. The Liberation Parade is going to be right here on the NMI News Service. Guess how much it costs you to watch? Nothing. It's free. You can watch it on your phone. Thanks to IT&E giving us great service for this. I got to send this to myself here because I want to show you guys. Did you? I said IT&E, and it made me think of the other guys because I did a search for this this morning because I had a weird phone call that came in. Let's see, what time did it come in? I got a phone call that came in this morning at 5:19 a.m. Did you guys get any weird phone calls in your call logs that came in around that time? Because I did. And I sent it to myself here so I can send you what I got. Now, this is based on a message that Docomo Pacific put up years ago. I don't know if IT&E is going to put up the same thing. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. I got to save this number or save this thing first. Save as. Come on. Just put it in downloads for now, and then we'll just put it here for now too. Because it's a weird number. It's not a number that you would normally get. Now, this was something that Docomo put up 5 years ago. So, and that's the only reason why I found it, because I had to Google this. So 5 years ago, this was a post from Docomo. It said, hey, this number came in. This is the number that came in last night. And so I Googled this number itself also, and there's numbers all around the world that have gotten that number. So if that number comes in, it is a scam number. So I don't have an official, let me see, I'll check if IT&E has put anything up about it today too. Because they might have, but here, let's see, IT&E. Well, I don't care about Guam. Okay, I do care about you, Guam. Don't worry. But that's no, it's not on the IT&E Facebook page.
either, but at least that's what Docomo put up before. And so, that, again, 5 years ago, and that's the number that hit. If you Google it, you're going to see that is a number that is a scam number. So if you see that number come in, don't answer it, don't call it. It's funny, when I didn't Google it from this computer, but I did from on my phone. And just to look at where it is, hold on, let's go to the share screen, just so we can kind of laugh at some of these things together. So that's where I got it right there, that new inbound call alert. Who calls me from this number? I love this one. It says, this person goes by the name of Monica and acts like she wants a relationship but only wants you to send money. Scam. I love it. Just hilarious. Anyway, if you got that number that came in, if you got one of those early morning phone calls, that's it. Yeah, Tobot says, my daughter got that call, and it's from Florida. I told them not to answer. Yeah, don't answer that number. That's a scam number. And, again, that's a number that's been going around at least 5 years. That one thing that we just read, let's see, what was this one from? That's from November of 2017. So this is a number that's been calling scam numbers for, all the way back to 2017. It's at least 9 years now, right? So there's people who are complaining about this in Spanish. Where else are we seeing this come from? It's in Chinese on the HongKongJunkCall.com. They've got it. Here's one in Ukrainian. They're talking about it too. This one is, I don't know if it's India, but it's either India or Pakistan for sure. That's it. So that's a number you don't want to call, no matter who it is, where they're from. That's the main thing. I'm just looking to see how old, like the oldest one of those posts are. But it's listed as spam in all these different things all over there. Plenty of it in Spanish for sure. I'm looking at all these things too. So if you got a call from that number, Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky. I love it. We have the best comment section in Saipan. In case you didn't know, that's the truth. We do. We have the best comment section in all of the morning shows in the Marianas. We have the best comment section. Hey, you had a good question, by the way. I didn't get to say hey to a couple of people, though. Frank Ross, I want to say good morning, and thanks for tuning in today. AJ Jones, good morning. Glenn Polycare in the house. Great to see you this morning, too. Let's see who else we got in there. Oh, yeah, Paul Mira, good to see you, too. Hey, let's call, because you did ask, hey, what's the deal with that line over the nutrition assistance program? And I pulled up their number because I was going to call them. And I have not yet, so let's do that. Let's just give them a call and say, hey, what gives? It's already the 10th. You would think that they have dropped down a little bit. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Shinamai Nutrition Assistance Program. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time.
I don't.
Or select from the following menu options. Press 1 for Certification Unit, 2 for Benefit Issuance and Claims Accountability Unit, 3 for Retail and Redemption Unit, 4 for Management Evaluation Unit, 5 for Accounting, or 6 for Administration. To hear the
6 sounds about right. You should. Sunbucks. Is that where he works? Well, I guess we're not going to get this phone call answered. That's a lot of rings. So they must be pretty busy over there at the home of the
of snap. So anyway, snap. So there's your answer. I don't know. They're so busy over there, they're not even able to answer the phone. And I get it if everybody's down there. So no sweat, no harm, no foul. That's just how it works. So there's your answer, Louisa. That's how busy they are. They can't answer their phone. Somebody put up a link over here. Oh, yeah. Interesting. That's cool. All right, that's a great idea. We're going to take a real quick break, but before we do, we're going to get you the latest from the Associated Press because it's 9 o'clock and that stuff is already there. Going to bring you the headlines from the Associated Press brought to you by the good folks over at PHI. The three letters you need to know if you want to get yourself some great discounts. By the way, if you're a member of one of our local gyms, you've got a gym membership, you get a discount off of all your purchases for supplements and all that stuff. You don't want to miss it. Let's hear about these updates.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Immigration protests in Los Angeles again today, despite President Trump's deployment of the National Guard.
Thank goodness we sent out some wonderful National Guard. They've really helped, and a lot of problems they were having out there.
3 U.S. officials tell AP the Pentagon plans to send about 700 Marines to L.A. California is suing to stop the deployments. Attorney General Rob Bonta.
With this order, Trump and Hegseth ignored law enforcement's expertise and guidance and trampled over our state's, California's, sovereignty.
Meantime, Lisa Dwyer reports union leader David Huerta has been released from federal custody on a $50,000 bond.
Huerta was arrested while protesting Friday. He was charged with conspiring to impede an officer during a demonstration. Huerta is the president of the Service Employees International Union California, which represents thousands of janitors, security officers, and other workers. Before his release, the SEIU held a large rally in downtown Los Angeles in support of Huerta. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has removed every member of the scientific committee that advises the CDC on vaccine use. He says they had too many conflicts of interest and is pledging to replace them with his own picks. National Institutes of Health scientists have published a letter criticizing Trump administration cuts to public health research. Jenna Norton is one of the signees.
The NIH that I'm working in now is unrecognizable to me. Every day I go into the office and I wonder what ethical boundary I'm going to be asked to violate, what probably illegal action am I going to be asked to take. And it's just soul crushing. And that's one of the reasons that I'm signing this letter.
NIH Director Jay Bhattacharya says the letter reflects fundamental misconceptions about policy directions. More U.S.-China trade talks underway in London, and quiet trading on Wall Street. The S&P rose 0.1%. This is AP News. Tennis's newest rivalry coming into its own at the French Open in Paris Sunday. Gethin Kulba has a recap.
Carlos Alcaraz took the path of most resistance to successfully defending his French Open title.
The match had everything.
The Spaniard rallied from 2 sets down and saved 3 match points to beat Jannik Sinner 4-6, 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6 for his 5th major title in as many finals.
Really good moments, really bad moments. Just really happy and proud.
It was his 2nd straight French Open title with a comeback after trailing 2-1 in sets to Alexander Zverev in last year's final.
This one was the most exciting match that I've played so far.
3-time major winner Sinner suffered his first loss in a Grand Slam final.
It's a very high level match, that's for sure, so I'm happy to be part of this.
The final was also the longest in French Open history at 5 hours, 29 minutes. I'm Gethin Kulba.
And I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thanks for listening.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often?
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
So welcome back. It is 9:09 in the morning on Taco Tuesday. Oh my goodness. What is your plan for lunch? What is your plan for dinner? What's your plan for happy hour? Are you Taco Tuesdaying today? Because that's one of the best things to do. Head over to Godfather's and get yourself some Taco Tuesday action. Man, I'll tell you, it is great. I haven't been able to get down there for a while on Taco Tuesday because there's always something else going on. Soccer practice, baseball, you name it. We got stuff happening. Well, anyway, Taco Tuesday, you don't want to miss it. They've got all kinds of great stuff. They got music, they got food, they got Scotty D in the place to be in Garapan. By the way, if you're heading down to Garapan and you're having some fun, you got to go and give some love to the VFW Saipan Post 3457. Why? Because it makes you feel good. Get your first drink for the troops. And then after that, go off and do all your other stuff. You can stick around and have more. But I mean, it's not a bad spot. If you want to vape, turns out people vape. You can vape up there all day, all night. You still smoke? You're one of those guys? You can smoke up there too. But you do it like around the outside edge. It's not like you can sit down next to everybody and just smoke right there. But I mean, hey, that's one of the benefits of having that big open air place. You go out there and you're going to be supporting the folks who are taking care of the country for a long time. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys joined us here today. We are going to wrap it up because we want to head down to Garapan to cover some of that conference that's going on right now that we talked about just a little bit earlier. Again, it is the 32nd Pacific Islands Environmental Training Symposium. Well, there's folks from all over Micronesia who are there. Of course, Saipan. Of course, the CNMI, Saipan, Tini, and Rota. You got folks from Guam. You got folks from the FSM. I think, did they say Fiji's in the house too? Like, hold on. Let me see if at the end of this. Yeah, there we go. You've got Chuk, Pohnpei, Yap, Kosarai. You've got, who else do we got there? CNMI, Guam, American Samoa, everybody's down there. Of course, the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Everybody's there, and it's happening. So we're going to get down there, catch a little bit of it, and shoot some footage and bring it back to you guys. Real quick, just saw a comment. Oh, no way. Is this the opening ceremony? It is. Let's get this on there for you guys. Hold on. I want to save it and pop it on the screen for you. This is our team out there in the CNMI in the opening ceremonies, the opening ceremony
of the Asia Pacific Regional tournament that's going on right now. Check this out. Boom. Let me bring it up there. Here's our boys out there in action. There we go. There, that's a little bit better. There you go. Look at that. Those are our guys during the national anthem, it looks like, representing in the opening ceremony. They are going to be starting today. They're going to have their first game against the Philippines at 1 o'clock. And so we'll be there. Looking forward to seeing how great our boys can represent the CNMI. My goodness, why is WhatsApp being so quirky today? All I can say is that it is. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be going at it with the Philippines at 1 o'clock today, and that is a photo of the opening ceremony. So good luck, fellas. I'm excited to see how we do, and if there is a feed, we're going to broadcast it for you. Look at our boys out there. How cool is that? How cool is that? Thank you for sending it over. It was great. Hey, again, making it over to the comments real quick. Juan says, morning, Brad. Hey, do you think our CNMI voters could make a difference if they were more vocal about concerns with the current direction of our economy? Yeah, absolutely. Because, well, I mean, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I'm all about that. And I think that you have to believe in that, too. You have to know that if you have something and you want to make a difference in our community, that's why our community, one of the reasons why our community is so awesome, because you can absolutely make a difference out here. Based on the size of our community and how interconnected we are with everybody, you can definitely make a difference. And when do you want to do it? It's just a matter of when you want to start talking about it. Yes, good luck, guys and girl. That's right. That's right. Rosie's out there for our team. Well done. Yeah, that's a good story. You know, I don't have it. Let me see if I can't pull that up on the White House itself. 1 second. Because I saw that. Dennis, thanks for sending that link. I did see that this morning. I wonder if that's under news or executive actions. Let's find out. So I'm a big fan of finding these things on the, it's not under presidential actions. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be under the White House's news. It's called Trump Accounts Will Chart the Path to Prosperity for a Generation of American Kids. In fact, let me put it on the old share screen here. I am a fan of sharing this stuff with you guys when it's there. Hold on. Let's see. Can I do it this way? There we go. Oh, I got to cover that up. 1 second. Name, title, in the lower thirds. Get that out of there. What's the background? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is it. This is from the White House, whitehouse.gov. It says, today, President Donald J. Trump, the J stands for just kidding, joined the top business leaders and lawmakers to hail the creation of Trump accounts, a provision in one of the big, beautiful bill that will create tax-deferred investment accounts for all newborn American children. I would like to get that to be retroactive all the way back to 1974. That would be fantastic. Trump accounts which will be seeded with a one-time government contribution of $1,000 and be private property of the child's guardian, will track a stock index and allow for additional private contributions of up to $5,000 per year. This will afford a generation of children the chance to experience the miracle of compounded growth and set them on a course for prosperity from the very beginning. Here's what they're saying. There's a lot of comments about it. I got to read more about it, but I mean, the good news is like, where is it? Like, I want to see the actual provisions for this, so I could talk more intelligently about it. But I love the idea of it. I think it's outstanding. Is it too late to have kids? I don't know. Retroactive. I got 2 of these kids. I know. You got to get what you can. Okay, hold on 1 second. Ooh. All right. Hey, I got a phone call coming from folks from Joint Task Force Micronesia. Looking forward to this about some things that they've got coming up. They've got folks coming here, and we're going to get together and have a meeting. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Sergeant Major, for reaching out. All right, so I'm going to send them a message in a little bit, but we're going to wrap up today. I know that we got you guys all scored away with everything that's happening in the mainland and back here, and we're going to go out and get some more of that news in Garapan at Crown We want to get some of those breakout sessions and see if we can't get a couple of interviews for you guys while we're there as well. We're not going to be there all day, but we are going to try to get if there is a live feed, we're going to try to get it for baseball. Because we're not going to fly there. I just was gone for like 3 weeks. I can't start flying around again. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know. If we make it to the finals, maybe. If we make it to the finals, could I fly there for this weekend if we make it for the finals? It's a tough one. I want to see if we can make this one first. No, you know what the answer is? I can't because it's freaking Father's Day. I missed my son's birthday. I'm not going to miss Father's Day here too. So there's the answer. So I hope they have someone there who's going to be streaming that stuff so I can bring it to you guys. Yeah, I mean, that's it. All right. Well, we're going to reach out to these guys. So thanks. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to see you guys. It's great to be a part of our community, doing all this stuff, being your conduit of information out here in the Marianas. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys. We're going to come back again with some other live stuff. But good morning, Marianas. Returning tomorrow. If you want to sponsor us, you should. We'll see you guys later. See you in the morning.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we got to discuss. Happy day, Tirawamian greetings. To Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news. From a beautiful place with Pacific views. It's always so much fun.
See you guys.
Good morning, Mariana.